Hey everybody, Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, and today I wanted to talk about what has happened to the manga videos on this channel. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of messages for the last couple of months asking me, where are all the manga videos? Where's the Berserk video? Where are all the Viz videos? Where are the Dark Horse? Where are the Yen Press videos? So I had to put a lot of them on private. So really quickly, my channel, I've been doing this for a few years, and mainly I focus on collected editions, but I wanted to start talking about manga. So 3 years ago, I decided to start showcasing manga, the stuff that I've been into for the last 30 plus years of my life. So a lot of you got into Berserk because of my advanced look at the Berserk Deluxe Edition. It's still probably the best performing video on this channel. Sadly, I had to put it on private. So really quickly, what happened was in December, I got a notice just randomly from YouTube saying that I had earned a copyright strike. And I started reading into it, what exactly had happened. And apparently, I didn't even know this was a thing because I never got an email, I never got anything. As soon as I logged into the YouTube studio, there was a copyright strike against the channel. So I started looking into it, and it was the license holder, Shogakukan from Japan, that had put a copyright strike on 4 of my videos. And they all had something to do with Rumiko Takahashi. Now, some of these videos had come out 2 years ago. Some of them were, I think, about a year old, and one of them had just come out a couple months ago. Now, according to YouTube, the license holder has every right to give you a copyright strike. There are no emails. It's just because the license holder in Japan deemed it worthy that it was against their policy to use. Now, I will say that I'm completely, for that. I'm all against piracy. I understand why there needs to be a need for control over these type of things. However, all I do on the channel is talk about the book, and I talk about the build of the book. I talk about the artwork and the premise of the stories, the same way that I've done the Western comics or European comics that I focus on every day on the channel. I do the same thing with manga. On top of that, the US publisher of the books are the ones that sent me the books and approved my videos. They saw my videos and they were like, this is great. No questions asked. So, overnight, I got a second copyright strike from the same license holder in Japan. I started looking more into it, started reaching out to my Patreon, like, has anybody heard about this? And my subscribers and Patreons pointed me to a video by Totally Not Mark, a gentleman on YouTube who had the same issues I had, except his were extreme. 150 of his videos were pulled overnight and got a copyright strike from Toei Animation. So it's the same thing, however, in a smaller scale. I don't have the subscriber counts that he does, and it was only 7 of my videos. However, there were 2 copyright strikes. You are only allowed 3. Third copyright strike, you're done. They will close your channel. No one to call, no one to argue with. You can write an email, but I'm sure some bot will answer you back, because that's exactly what happened when I got the copyright strike. I decided to look into it, and you have a couple of options. You can contact the claimant, or you can submit a counter notification. Contacting the claimant would mean I would have to write an email to Shogaku-kun and see what they say, and I'm sure that will work well because they wrote me an email in the first place, which did not happen. I never got an email. I just got the notifications on my YouTube studio. And let's talk about the submitting a counter notification. So I could appeal this strike. The extremes are so crazy because I could appeal it and 10 days could go by and Shogaku-kun decides not to answer back or not to do anything about it. My video goes live again, with the chance of them coming back with another strike, another copyright strike against my channel if it's out there for a couple of years. Or they could take me to court. So let's go to court. Sure, it's going to cost me a couple of grand. Let's fight it because I know I would win. It's a fair use thing. I'm reviewing the book. I'm not showing every picture where people can download them. Like, I'm just showing the artwork and talking about the stories, talking about the build of the books. Couple of grand. The problem with that is I would have to take each of these to court because it's not all across the board. It's case by case. So for 7 videos, it would be 7 times the amount that it would cost for me to hire a lawyer and for court costs. Now, there is a third option, the thing I haven't talked about, and that is that after 90 days, these strikes will go away. If this is your livelihood, like it is for me, it's like walking on an eggshell. So I had to put all my manga videos private, started releasing some here and there that I thought, okay, we didn't show much of the artwork, we showed the cover, let's just release it there. But a lot of them are still under private because to get a copyright strike, they can be unlisted. They can still come after you. They have bots that search for this. It doesn't matter if a video is older than a year, 2 years, 3 years. It could be a video that you've had on your channel for 5 years. If for some reason a copyright holder in Japan decides to put a copyright strike against you, they can do that. And they could close your channel overnight, which was the biggest fear for me. Like, with books that I got sent, it would be, I compared it to my viewers on my Saturday live streams. It would be like Marvel sending me some books. I showcase the books, do my job, and they're like, hey, good job. Then Disney coming back and saying, nope, copyright strike. We're shutting your channel down. And, I'm not a big channel, and I don't have my own YouTube representative. I just get bots that answer me if I'm lucky. I wanted to take this time to learn more about this and to make sure that I got everything, all my information right to share it with everybody. That's why it took me so long to make it. People have been wanting to know for a couple of months, where are the manga videos? I have reached out to the publishers here in America that have sent me books like Yen Press and Dark Horse and Udon and Viz to get things in writing just in case this happens again. Because, yes, right now is Shogaku-kun. But a year from now, it could be somebody else. And it's not fair for content creators to have to worry about that. That should be a problem between YouTube and the Japanese fair use policy. Your videos, while they're on private, they're not getting any money. People are wondering where your videos are, so they're going to move on to another channel. So it's just, it's been a fight, and I've been walking on eggshells. It's been better, like, me trying to just move on and do other things, but I miss doing manga videos. I love talking about manga. I love talking about old stuff, of course, because I'm in my 40s and I love sharing the old manga stuff. But it just worries me that at any time, because of a different fair use policy that they have in another country, that YouTube can immediately side with them, right? Now, I did reach out to Viz, who sent me the books, and they were kind enough to say, yeah, we approved all these, but the license holders can be picky in Japan. That really doesn't give me an answer or assures me of future videos that I'll be doing. So it's kind of a learning curve. As long as I have things in writing with people's permission, the people that send me books, I can use that if in case things get escalated. But I did want to tell my viewers, or for anybody that makes manga content out there, just don't be surprised if this happens. And it's just the things that I've learned and the things you can do. That's why I wanted to take the time to research this enough. I believe that Totally Not Mark, they are working some kind of deal between him and YouTube, and I think that's fantastic. But there are a lot of content creators like myself out there that don't have the subscriber count or view count that he does, and he's not even that huge of a channel compared to other channels. So yeah, it's not a warning, it's more of a, here are the things that I've learned through this process, and is it worth going to court that's going to cost you probably anywhere from $2,000 to $20,000 a case for a video that has made you $17 to $50, $200, right? It sucks. But here I am just waiting around for these copyright strikes to move, and then deciding with the publishers here in America how to move forward. So that's where my manga videos have been. It's not because I want to remove them and I don't want to cover manga on the channel anymore. It's just I have to be careful, and until I get signed documentation from publishers, I can't move forward in the way that I was doing them, because I'm not going to risk the channel for that to happen. And it sucks, because it really shouldn't be up to the publishers or myself. The content creators should really be something fixed between YouTube and the fair use policies across the different countries that we have. But just wanted to share my story with you all. Thank you for watching.